Hey guys, what's up? Today I have an RU match. This one is against Frank49. And looking at his team, he's going to have some annoying walls that I really don't have much to handle with. I mean, Pythagoras, super annoying. His defense is so high. He gets Calm Mind, Rest. Doesn't have Sleep Talk, but still, it's like the only real way to take him down is like a Calm Minder that resists Shadow Ball. Because, Will-O-Wisp and all that stuff. And then, Miltank's pretty annoying because it's got like Heal Bell and shit. And then his Mandibuzz is also kind of annoying because I don't really have like an electric attacker. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But I'm going to lead with my Crustle. He's going to lead with Feraligatr, which is a little weird. But he said he wanted to lead with Miltank. But, go to the Stone Edge. That's a crit. And I'm like, what? That did like nothing for a crit. I thought like that was like close to normal damage. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be clean 2-hit KO, but I do get a crit, and yeah, that lets me 2-hit KO him, which normally would not have happened because yeah, apparently a neutral or like a standard defensive Crystal Stone Edge only does like 30% to a Feraligatr. I don't know what was going on there, but anyways, goes on to hit one chance. He's gonna Muck Punch me. It's fine, whatever. Don't care. Go to Moltres. I'm going to go for the Air Slash as she switches out into his Mandibuzz. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast here because, why not? It's Fire Blast, it's a lot stronger, and yeah. He's unfortunately going to live with actually quite a lot of health. I was kind of surprised that it did that little, but he's going to blow me out into Gallade. I thought about going for the Night Slash because the switch to to Pythagoras to avoid the close combat is very obvious. But I went to the Stone Edge instead. I figure it's sort of the middle ground. But he does switch out, and I get another critical hit. Yeah, it's pretty kind of exciting news. But in the end, it's like just a little extra damage. You still got Rest. So switch to Moltres. He's gonna go for the Shadow Ball, which is really kind of bad because that does a lot more than I sort of was hoping it would. But yeah, so he goes to Miltank to take the Fire Blast quite easily. And unfortunately, no burn or anything like that, but also no miss, so I guess, it's fine, whatever. I go for the Air Slash. I'm like, can you flinch this, please? But he doesn't, and he gets up rocks. And it was at this point I realized I brought Scyther too, and I'm like, shit, I have two guys quad weak to Stealth Rock, plus Crystal's weak to rocks. I'm like, God, this was kind of a bad idea. But, yeah, I go for the Air Slash. Mandibuzz is going to live it, and I'm just like, why? And here, I opt to go for the Roost instead of just killing him. Because the thing is, I should have just killed him. Like, I would have lived. Yeah, he could have brought in, like, Sceptile and killed me, but he's got Rocks up, and I don't know. I just wanted to save Moltres, but that was a bad idea. I really should have just killed him there and just been done with his Mandibuzz. Because mainly just because I don't have Stealth Rocks up, So that's a problem. But he blows me out to Tangrowth. I'm like, all right, this is fine. I'll just put him to sleep and we'll go from there. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna. Why did I switch out? Oh yes, because I thought he was gonna taunt me. I figured he would taunt me. And I wouldn't be able to because Mandibuzz's base speed is a lot higher than Tangrowth's. Tangrowth's is like 60, Mandibuzz is 90 or 85 or 80 something. I think it's 80. But anyways, I go to Gallade. I'm going to trick him here. And obviously because he went for the Roost, I can do that. He didn't go for the taunt. But he goes for Toxic, which means unless he doesn't have Brave Bird, he doesn't even have taunt. So I was kind of like, damn, I could have just put him to sleep there. But, yeah, so he Toxics me, but he's stuck in because of the Choice Scarf. So I'm just gonna go for the Night Slash, predicting him to want to switch to Pythagoras. That's what he does, but it doesn't really do any damage because he's a massively defensive wall. If I had more special attackers, this wouldn't be a big deal, but I don't. They're mostly I have Moltres and then my walls, and they don't really do much to Pythagoras either. So going for Night Slash again. He's actually going to switch out to Mandibuzz, and now he's, can choose a different move to be locked into with his Choice Scarf. But I'm going to switch out, just go into Lantern, because I can take his Brave Bird if he wants to go for that, because it is super effective against Gallade. But he's going to go for the Whirlwind, which is going to blow me out into my Moltres, which is a little unfortunate, but, I have the Roost, which I'm going to go for because I know he's either going to switch, which would be stupid, or just whirlwind me again, get more rocks damage and stuff. And that's what he's going to go to do. Gonna blow me into Tangrowth, and here is where, because I know he's Choice Scarf locked into a -6 priority move, that I can get a Sleep Powder off. Unfortunately, it misses, and he's gonna blow me out back to Moltres, which is like really annoying, because I'm like, come on, blow me like to Gallade or something, or even Lantern would be fine. But no, he's got to blow me up to Moltres, so I'm gonna Roost again. He's gonna whirl in me yet again. And I believe I'm going to go into Gallade this time. Yes. And here, I'm like, okay, he's going to switch, but I'll still just go for the Stone Edge. And he actually doesn't switch, because I guess he figures she's Scarfed, and not much point in switching out, right? I do get another crit, but I'm not sure if that one matters. I'm pretty sure he's specially defensive because of how he switched in, and he has a physically defensive Cofagrigus and a Miltank, too, so... Goes into Hitmonchan. Not sure if he was expecting to live this close combat, but he doesn't. He did tell me this has Rapid Spin, but I don't know, I guess... I don't know, I don't really like Hitmonchan with Rapid Spin. I guess it's alright with like lefties and, Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, I guess? I don't know. But he goes into Sceptile, he's going to hit with a Giga Drain. Life Orb boosted. Even without the defense drop, I probably wouldn't have lived that. And I'm going to go to my Tangrowth. I figure I can take an HP Ice or HP Fire, whichever one it is. It is Ice, because I do see that later, but, whatever. I'm going to live it. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder, just put him to sleep. And then I'm like, wait, he has a Miltank, and it's probably going to have Heal Bell, and that was kind of a dumb move. But, that's fine. Here I'm going to go for the Hidden Power. I should have either Giga Drain, I should have Giga Drain predicting the switch, or just switched out myself, or even went for the Leech Seed. That would have been a good option. But here I'm afraid of the Shadow Ball, even though I should have just Leech Seeded him, because the rest is fairly obvious, because he doesn't want to die, because, he needs this against everything I have left, and it's mostly walls, and then my Scyther, who's going to be half dead after Stealth Rock, which is unfortunate. But he does get the rest off. And there's really not much I can do. I switch back out to my Tangrowth just so I can get Regenerator and stuff going around. He's going to switch out to his Miltank. I figure it's because he wants to Heal Bell. And I kind of wanted to go for the Sleep Powder at this point because I know he's going to be faster because his base speed is way higher than mine. But I decided not to and go for the Giga Drain instead. Unfortunately, it's not really even going to do that much damage, so I think he might be like a mix wall, especially defensive investment. And I'm just like, damn, that kind of sucks. Like, that's not even close to a 2-hit KO. But he's going to Body Slam me. He is going to get the Paralyze, which is unfortunate. But I do go for the Sleep Powder and miss, which is also unfortunate, because Sleep Powder doesn't like me. But crits do. This battle, crits love me this battle, but they're all off Stone Edges, so, I mean, they're all heightened critical hit chance too, right? But, yeah, so I missed 2 Sleep Powders, and I'm just going to stay in. He's going to Milk Drink and get up, full health again, which sucks. And then at this point, I'm like, wait, shit, I should have probably kept my Gallade, switched out on the Sceptile, but I wasn't sure what type he'd be. I was hoping he'd be Swords Dance and he'd get, cocky and just Swords Dance on me, or maybe he'd be, Grass Gem or Flying Gem and waste the boosted attack. Especially if he's Flying Gem. I don't want to take a Flying Gem Acrobatics boosted, or Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics on my Tangrowth. But anyways, so here's where I discovered it's HP Ice. Not that it really matters, but because it's neutral, it's Ice. And if it was resisted, it'd be Fire. If it was super effective, it'd be Rock or Water for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, it wouldn't. It couldn't be Water, and it couldn't be Rock because it was super effective against Tangrowth. But same situation as before. I'm just like, please, just don't do more damage or crit or full para. None of that happens, and well, he actually does less damage. But I take him out with an HP Ice, and that's one problem down. The main issue though is that his Miltank is not dying anytime soon, and he is asleep, so I can't put the Cofagrigus to sleep. And I was worried that he'd have Haze, but then I'm like, wait, if he has Calm Mind, I'm kind of screwed. And unfortunately, he does have Calm Mind, along with Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Ball and rest of you already seen. So I kind of can't really do anything. My only hope is go to Scyther and do a bunch of damage. But the thing is, yeah, I can Heal Bell the burn, but once he gets it on me, I'll have to switch out and take more rocks damage and heal bell and take more rocks damage switching in and get more boosts, and by then he'll have a ton of calm minds and Shadow Ball will OHKO me, and so it's really just a losing battle at this point. Basically my only option is to get a leech seed off on him and maybe stall him a little bit and then go to Scyther and get off a hit, pressure him, but he's gonna Shadow Ball, that is gonna just flat kill me, and I'm just like, fuck. I was hoping he would have calm minded again, but that's not what's gonna happen. So now here's my only chance. I'm gonna go to Scyther. Figure he's going to try to want to kill me, expecting me to be offensive. I'm actually just going to go with the sword stance, and he's not going to kill me even at +1 because I do have +1 in a Violite, and I am going to live that. Unfortunately, because I am Violite, I'm a defensive set, max HP, max defense actually, and I'm going to Roost here, predicting him to Will-O-Wisp me, maybe. Or no, sorry, no, I Roosted because I knew he'd Shadow Ball me to kill me. And then now, because he knows I have Roost, I'm thinking he's going to want to burn me because he's going to want to cut my damage in half. And there you go. Technician +2 Aerial Ace, not even half. I lose my Technician because of Mummy. I get burned. So again, I have to switch out, definitely, and then just get more Swords Dances, and that's just not happening. So I decide to run and accept that I got swept by Cophagricus. So yeah, like I said, Cophagricus is really hard to kill unless you have like something that can take Shadow Balls with taunt. Like Mandibuzz is probably one of the best things to take it on because he can taunt to shut down Calm Mind, Rest, Will-O-Wisp, etc. Resist Shadow Balls, got really good HP and special defense, plus Roost. Can't really do anything to it with Brave Bird at all, but he can Toxic it. But yeah, I didn't have Mandibuzz, so, and my Mandibuzz doesn't have Toxic. It has Brave Bird, Whirlwind, Taunt, and Roost. Kind of like a Skarmory. But Toxic's a viable option. I just don't like using Toxic on too many things anymore because like everything gets it. So if they have like Taunt or Whirlwind or like Thunder Wave or Yawn or Sleep Powder or something like that, I'd rather use that. But yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you all next time.